That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday to you all. I hope y'all are feeling good and doing great. Oh boy. All right. So we're just going to catch up this week or today, Monday from the weekend. A couple things I want to touch on. Want to get you guys' opinion about, give you mine, and definitely get your opinion. So how's everybody doing? I hope y'all are doing good. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Y'all, fall is definitely settling in. I actually had to turn my heat on. Let me see, was it Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night and Sunday morning. I was like, woo, it's cold up in here. Whoosh, whoosh. But y'all, this is my type of weather, honey. I'm a sweater weather type chick. Y'all know my birthday is in September, so I'm fall natured. I definitely like the sun and I enjoy warm weather, but I'm a more of a 50s, 60s degrees outside, the Fahrenheit type girl. Okay. I like a good hoodie or a nice sweatshirt or a cute little sweater. That's the type of weather for me. Okay. But like I said, I do enjoy our warm months and stuff, but that 100-degree, 110, 105, baby, I on an everyday basis, I definitely can't do that. Okay. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So you got your heat on, Majesty? Yes, sis. It's about that time. And not everywhere, but in most parts of the country, it's about that time. Okay. Listening on the ride home. Hey, Nikki B, how you doing, sis? Hey, Ari, how you doing? You say yes, it's brick over here. She said brick. Yes, I love this weather. Pulled out my boots and sweaters. Yes, honey, I did the same thing too. I went and pulled my boots out and honey go lined them up in the closet because it's about that time, y'all, especially here in the Midwest. Okay, it's probably by the end of the month, end of October, definitely by the 1st of November. Child, we're gonna have to put on them boots, okay? And I'm okay with that because I like boots. I definitely do like my boots. I got some really cute UGG boots that I love to wear, okay? It's fall in Houston when you can turn the AC off. Me and my light bill are happy. I know that's right, Miss TLD. You say you and your light bill is like, hallelujah. What's up, Kimmy K? Hey, Bless. You said I'm at work sneaking on here, but we'll catch the replay. Bless, don't you lose that damn good ass job, girl. Okay, fooling with the break room. You can definitely catch us in the replay. But Bless, thank you so much for letting me know you were here. Have a good day, baby. Hey, just Tiffany, you said it'll be 46 in Maryland tomorrow. Ooh, 46. Ooh, that's some good weather. Okay. Of course, in the South, it could be hot next year. You're right, Darla. You definitely. Hey, CC Allen, Latoy. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Kimmy K and Miss Royce, Just Tiffany. Good morning. I've been using my fireplace. It's my time. Good morning, Darla. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Keisha. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into some conversations. Oh boy. All right. What's up, VMJM? You said, yes, I'm in Maryland too. Shaking my head. I know that's right, sis. Okay. You definitely get that sweater weather around there in Maryland. So y'all, let's get into it. We're gonna go to Instagram first. Okay. So we're gonna venture over to Instagram. And y'all remember Kevin Gates? And some of you guys familiar with Kevin Gates, the rapper Kevin Gates. And y'all, if you guys are not familiar, y'all know Kevin Gates. He's been very controversial throughout his career in the music industry. I don't know if he's still married to Drika, but he had a wife named Drika. I don't know if they're still married. I think they're separated or divorced. I don't remember, you guys, because I don't really keep up with him like that. And y'all know Kevin Gates is known for his music and his way of expressing himself in his music. Well, y'all, honey, the other day Kevin Gates was at a concert, I believe it was in Virginia, okay, and he had a fan that definitely expressed her sentiments of being a true fan. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that up, and I want to get y'all opinions because, baby, I was like, ooh, I was flabbergasted, but you know. All right, so this is courtesy of Hollywood Unlocked, honey. Let me go ahead and get it on here. Y'all seen it?
Keep it platinum, might just put my trust in you. This way different on the custom.
Oh, okay. Y'all seen it. I'm playing one more time just in case y'all didn't see it. Look at that poor girl, poor thing. We're gonna play it one more time. Oh, baby, he spat in her whole mouth. Now, y'all know Kevin Gates is something, he's definitely a very strange specimen. You know, imagine catching hepatitis at a concert and your clothes is still on. Okay. I said, what is wrong with the women of today? Like, what's wrong with this new era of young folk? Baby. And then he closed her mouth. Like, hey, baby, since you swallowed it? I said, oh, look at the audience, honey. They looking like, whoa, better her than me. Sis looked thoroughly embarrassed. She don't even look happy. She looked very disappointed in herself, in her decisions. Oh, my God. Oh, I see that and I said, clutching my damn pearls, okay? I said, come on now. You paid all that money to get spit in your mouth. I said, whoa, my goodness. It's one thing to swap spit when kissing, but spitting in the mouth is baby, this is a man. This is somebody who's not her man. Like you said, Ezra. I mean, you kissing and saliva gets transferred, you know, okay. But for him to literally, you're a fan. You're somebody who showed up at the concert, okay? The fact that he called you on the stage, set you in the chair, and gave you this unforgettable, very viral moment is so embarrassing. I mean, imagine. I hope sis don't have a man, okay? Because they probably broke up after that concert, okay? That was a lot. That was a lot to watch. And it just made me shake my head. I said, these women of today, you know, how they love to be degraded by these men, I have no idea. That was very disrespectful, distasteful in every way imaginable. You know, Kevin Gates, he has some music, you know, back in the day that I liked, you know what I'm saying? That right there was just like, whoa. You invite somebody to your concert and the only thing you can give them besides a show is spitting in their mouth. And I guess she couldn't really react no way than other what she reacted because I guess she didn't want to. You know, I'm just like, sis, how do you explain that to your doctor? And he said, how did you get hepatitis? Oh, I was at a concert. Well, what you do? Sneak in the bathroom? No, I sat in a chair and let Kevin Gates spat in my mouth. Okay, well, here go your prescription. Go on to the pharmacy and get your prescription, sis. Okay, I hope she know that's a form of bonding themselves together, a love spell, and it's not a good thing. Yeah, Jasmine Sky, especially for a man that she'll probably never see again, unless she see him on her cell phone and follow him on Instagram. Okay, so That was a lot. Okay, that was definitely. I don't even like an extra wet kisser. That was so great. Yeah, I don't either. I don't like the sloppy kisses. Miss me with slob all over my cheeks and stuff. Just kiss me regular, honey. Okay, what's up, Ice Therapy? Imagine she has a man and he sees that Trisha Thomas. It was a lot. Okay, um, yeah. Was she pregnant? I didn't even pay attention to that. Was she pregnant? Baby, I was so flabbergasted by the spatting in the mouth. I didn't even look to see if the girl was pregnant. Let me see. Is she pregnant? Hold on. I'm not gonna necessarily say she pregnant. She got a little bump there, but I don't know if that's a pregnancy bump. You know, she might have just had a baby a few months ago, a year ago, or she just might, have a protruding belly. I really don't know. Okay. You said my son used to lick his lips before he kissed me, drove me crazy. I would have moved and slapped the F out of him. Jasmine Sky, we would have went viral for a whole different reason. She looked pregnant. She had a little bump, but y'all, she could just have, it could be, I don't know. That part to me is, I don't know. Because honey, she had on all black, so maybe she was trying to obscure her baby bump. Again, I don't know if she is or not. The biggest thing is it says she was pregnant. Oh, she is. So she is pregnant. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know. Did people know that for sure? Was that a friend of hers that came to the concert? Child, was that her baby daddy in the comment section saying that she was pregnant? It's worse. Pregnant, not pregnant. It's definitely even worse if you're pregnant, carrying around somebody else's seed, because you're definitely not carrying around Kevin Gates' seed. It's just the fact that you go to a concert to enjoy one of your favorite artists, and you get the chance to come on stage, and this is what he does to you. It was very disrespectful and distasteful, demoralizing. I don't. It's so many D words I can't even think of. You said there are STDs that antibodies can't cure, and people are just risking it all for a few minutes pleasures. I don't even know if you would call that pleasure, especially from a man like Kevin. He didn't even give her a kiss. He just opened up her mouth and spit on. He could have kissed on the cheek. I mean, at this point, you might as well just kissed on the lips. You spat in her mouth, But he had, just think about that vision, y'all. He had no real contact with her other than holding her face, right? Kevin Gates felt like, he's too good to put his mouth on you, but what he gonna do to you is spat in your mouth, because you're there to see him. I said that was a lot. Okay, that definitely was a lot. Woo. All right, y'all. Kevin Gates, our family, our journey. Kevin Gates, honey, with his good weird self. I said that was a lot. That's forever on the internet. It will never ever go anywhere. I don't know if this lady is married, engaged, or let's just say she's not. Girl, just imagine the potential future husband come across your viral clip on Instagram or wherever they can find it at of Kevin Gates spitting in your mouth. Just imagine what he would think of you. I don't know, y'all. I just thought it was distasteful, and I just really wish these young women realize and understand that men will respect you, but you got to respect yourself first for them to respect you. You don't respect yourself, you can't expect for a man to respect you. What's up, Yvonne? You said he spent two girl mouth was for a photo shoot or something like that, but you can search it. It was a big spectacle as well. Are you talking about Trey Songz did? Okay. I can imagine, these men, I don't know, these artists, I feel like in particular, a lot of these artists have taken their fandom to a whole different level, All right, y'all, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. You on Fall Black Fire Patch? Well, honey, congratulations. I hope you enjoy your fall break, sis. So we're gonna get on over. We're gonna touch on My Jazzy Life real quick. She went live the other day, and she titled it "Things I Do with My Toddler Outside." I think it was, but I want you guys to take a quick look at something that happened in that live. Give me a moment. Let me get that on the screen. It was called Things I Do to Entertain My Toddler. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I got it right where it needs to start. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get it back. I had it moved. I apologize for that. Hey, Bankhead. All right. So she's outside of her house, her and Legend. The oldest four must be gone with their dad. So it was just her and Legend outside.
What'd you say? Are you gonna stomp? Jump. 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 How high can you jump, Legend? How high can you jump, Legend? Where you go? You did what? I don't know what that is. He's talking about something. What was that awkward stare down, y'all? He coming up in my face like he's somebody. I see him. Where you go? How's everyone day going? Why do you keep doing that? How's y'all day going? What are y'all up to today? What?
What are you do?
Can I see him? Come over here. You want me to look at him so bad? If I don't look at him, then he gonna say something. Look at him just. Hey, watch that hand though.
What's the
Watch that hand.
What you?
Stop. Don't do that. That's a no-no.
Please stop.
Okay, so as you can see, Legend is almost 2. He'll be 2 next month. And Legend is very I don't know, violent with his hands. Let me say that, okay? And we've seen Legend before pop the ish out of his mama, okay? But now he's even more aggressive because now he's trying to talk and I don't know where. Here's the thing, y'all. Kids hit, right? We know kids hit, but typically kids don't hit their parents, especially if the parents put the fear in them. Don't you put your hands on me, little boy or little girl, right? The fact that he popped Jasmine in her face like that, I think that's something he does a lot, and Jasmine doesn't redirect his behavior, right? She just told him to watch his hands. Instead of grabbing his hands, tapping them, and stopping him and telling him, you don't hit anybody, and you especially don't hit your mama, right? I don't know if this boy is trying to slap the mess out of her at 2. Can you imagine what he's going to do at 5?
We want to go inside? Go night? You want to go night? All right, you finna go night? You want to go night?
She asking him, do he want to go night in the day? Instead of, here's the thing. In my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't remember having those issues with my 4 children. Okay, my kids didn't hit me, right? I don't remember that. I don't. Now, obviously, they hit each other, but they didn't hit their mama. You know, again, I understand he's a little baby, but this is when you stop that behavior. Like we told her about Aiden and all that screaming. I guess it's because he's trying to communicate. Because if you notice, if you hear him, he's trying to say words, but he hasn't figured out how to get them out. And obviously, Jasmine's not encouraging that nor helping that. She let that boy pop her in the face, and all she did was threaten him with night night. Like he know what night night means.
I got your hand. I'm gonna get you. That monster gonna get you over there. Looking at you, I ought to go take you over there to it. Boy, stop! If I pop you. Here. Drink some water. You need to sit down. I'm not gonna sing to you no more. You're doing too much. I don't care.
No.
That Tasha brought the chalk out. Ooh, that'd have been even a bigger mess.
Girl, you talking about bringing out chalk for him. You might want to bring out some boxing gloves.
Should have brought it out though. Let him play with some chalk. But he was riding his little cart thing up and down the sidewalk. And then he got off, and I was just like, "You want to dance?" He was running. I kept telling him to stop running because I don't want him to fall. Y'all, look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. It looks so pretty, right? And it feels really good out here.
Where Mike Tyson at now? Where he done ran off to?
Why you messing with the car? What are you doing? You about to go inside. You ready to go take a bath? Keep messing with stuff. Yeah, it is.
I mean, Jasmine, he's outside. That's what he's supposed to do, explore. I want to go back to the part where you didn't sit down and talk to that little boy about hitting you in the face. Like there was no redirecting the behavior, anything. Me personally, I don't know where Legend is getting that from. Okay. Maybe he's seen people hit her and he feel like, well, hell, you let other people get away with it. Why I can't get away with it? I don't know what it is, but that's definitely a behavior that she needs to. But we've told Jasmine, she went through this with Aiden, okay? And she didn't do anything about Aiden. And now he's in school cutting up. And so, she going to have the same problem with Legend because Jasmine, in my opinion, doesn't know how to parent.
It is nice and cool today. That's why we just sitting outside. We've been out here for a little bit. I had to get him on that you gonna dance? I had to get him on that dance night.
I don't understand why she doesn't stop him from that yelling. He can talk without yelling. He can express himself without yelling. I don't understand. She talks to him like he understands her. I don't understand why she doesn't stop that. Like why she feels like, because trust me, if he goes to school, when he goes to, daycare or pre-K, or trust me, the teachers is going to tell him to use his inside voice. If the teacher redirects children's behavior who like to yell to express themselves, why don't the parents do the same thing? Then when the kids go to school and they're having behavior issues, now the parents are getting mad because they're getting called every day from the school. When you, the parent, could have controlled that behavior when the child was still home with you. Now you mad because you being bothered by phone calls because you didn't stop the behavior when the child was small at home with you.
To not go on the street or touch that part of the street. That's what we were working on. Because he was riding I was doing it. Boy, if you don't chill out yelling, fix your pants. What are you talking about?
That comes from him being at home all day with her and with no interaction. He has nobody. I guarantee you, if Legend was around little kids his age all day, Legend would probably be using his words by now, because those more than likely the kids that he's around, say for instance at daycare at 2, are using words, right? And Legend would pick up on that. he doesn't use his words because his mama doesn't talk to him. And when he talks to her and he's trying to express himself, Jasmine doesn't take her time to understand what he's saying and help him formulate the words better, right?
I don't know what he's talking about.
You don't know what he's talking about, but why not try to figure out what he's obviously saying something, right? Catcher, you say he knows tablet. He's obviously saying something, but she just staring at him like he's some type of alien or something. When I tell you this girl does not need kids, like her parenting and the way she deals with her kids is just something very odd.
You opened your windows? I don't know what you're saying.
He definitely trying. Oh, he definitely trying.
Say it. Don't spray it, okay? Your hands are so dirty.
Poor little thing. Look at him. He's so cute. The poor little thing. He's really trying. But his doofus mama sitting on the curb and not thinking, I need to get this boy some speech therapy. I need to get same thing she did for the twins. The lady used to come to the house and help the twins. And it definitely worked because the twins are talking pretty good now. You know, it's called early intervention, Jasmine. Just like the people had to tell you, get that baby a helmet. It seems like the helmet helped because his head's not looking like it was, a year ago. So it seemed like that helmet thing helped. It's the fact that the internet got to help her with her damn children. And I really feel like that's why Jasmine won't leave the internet, because the internet helps her raise her kids financially and in other ways too.
Your hands are dirty. You got spaghetti on you. You see his face. Let me Yeah, I turned off that AC. And where are you going? Get your butt back on this side. You don't step across that line. I don't care if you ain't stepping on the Well, you tripping.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, there you go. Jasmine, girl, we'll talk to you later. She said, you tripping. Like he know what tripping means. She talking to him like she talking to one of the older kids. He's excited to be outside. He definitely is, because y'all know he don't get very much outside time. God knows, I really wish that girl would put that boy in daycare and let him be around other kids his age, because sitting at the house with her, that little boy is going to be so far behind. When he finally is forced to go to school, he's going to be so far behind. Hey, Lulu. Yeah, it's sad. Okay. He puts her kids in a horrible light every time she gets on this internet. Every time, Bankhead. And it's just, hey, Trees, it's just sad because she won't do the things that she needs. Jasmine is home all day long. Why don't you be proactive with your children, especially that little boy that's at home with you? Put him in daycare at least 2 days out of the week. That's not going to be expensive. Even if it's $100 a week, would you put out an extra video a month to pay for childcare? He needs, because he's not getting what he needs at home. And you know what's so sad? There are so many stay-at-home moms who have little small children at home with them, and those kids are thriving because those moms take it very serious about being a stay-at-home mom, right? And they interact with their children. If you can go on YouTube and see a plethora of videos of stay-at-home moms with little bitty children, and they do really well with those children. This girl is, I'm sorry, y'all, she's a blundering idiot when it comes to rearing her children. Oh boy, you said Justice. Can you imagine how loud he sounds inside? But she doesn't want to redirect it at all. Soccer Mom says, as a pediatric U18 therapist, I agree that early intervention for physical occupation and or speech therapy is a must for success for later in life. It definitely is. She's so cheap. Yeah, she's so cheap. She don't, but see, if Jasmine does that, then that means she would have to, she doesn't have a reason to be sitting at home because 2 or 3 days out of the week, all her kids are gone. My thing is, Jasmine, stop thinking about yourself and think about your children. You're doing a grave injustice to that little boy sitting at home with you all day because he's not thriving like he should. I really wish she would stop being so selfish and put that boy in daycare. We begged her when the twins were little. Had she caused early intervention with those twins, they probably wouldn't have Aiden probably wouldn't have the issues that he's having now, right? She basically put Aiden in school, just threw him in school when he was at home for 4 years and just threw him into a school environment when she never really even showed him or taught him how to interact outside of the home. It was always locking those kids up in the room. It's so sad to watch Jasmine. It really is. I don't really see what people get out of her at this point. He's going to wait until the teacher recommended. Yeah, she definitely is. And it's going to be a video where she's going to make money off a video of the teacher telling her things about Legend that the internet has been telling her for at least the last year, right? And again, people are not being cruel. People are concerned. Like, sis, it's definitely evident that your child is showing some developmental delays. And you, as his mother, are not paying attention to it because you're too busy trying to have a moment on social media. Say Cheese says, oh my God, so embarrassed. She has her hair like that. Proof Chris is gone. Yeah, I don't know where Chris is at, but he needs to intervene with that little boy as well. Regardless if he's there or not, he needs to be. I guarantee you, if Chris tells her to put Aiden in daycare, she'll do it. But, Chris hasn't said anything. That's why she hasn't done it. But trust me, if Chris told her, it would get done. But it's not just her fault. It's Chris' issue as well. You're right, go get him. And I read your comment after I said what I said. You're right. Chris definitely is very much responsible for Legend just as well as Jasmine is. But one thing about it, Chris is at work. Jasmine is not. So she's home with him more than he is. So she should be, if we thought about it on 100%, Jasmine definitely has 60% of the responsibility because he's there with her all day. He's not there with Chris all day. All right, y'all, let's get into something else, right? All right. So do you guys remember Kei Plus 3? Keeping Up with the Kennedys, I think her channel is called. Y'all remember we kind of banned Kei over here because she wasn't really doing anything. If you guys know, a couple years ago, she was part of Veda with Jasmine, Olivia, Tiara. She was part of Veda, and then she kind of fell off. I think she's more constant on TikTok and Instagram than she is YouTube. But if you guys follow Kei, Kei has been very transparent about her brother Aaron's mental health issues. And she actually went live the other day. And I just searched her name yesterday and I seen that she had went live. And I wanted to show you guys that and see what your thoughts were. So let me go ahead and pull up that video.
I don't know. Thank you for the prayers, y'all. This is what it looks like sometimes. Lord. It's hot out here.
Yeah, for what I
It's
agree.
hot as heck. Come on, eat your fries, brother. I gotta get back to what I'm doing. This is the best thing. I don't want you to go behind bars. I'd rather you just go into this hospital, just comply with them. Don't act crazy with the security or anything. Just go in there.
Yes, that's right, you guys. I'm sorry. I also wanted to mention Key just laid her father to rest a couple weeks ago. Her father, I believe, was murdered, and she just laid him to rest a couple weeks ago.
Lay down, take the medicine, all right? You have a meeting on Monday with the program. I won't say the program's name, but yes, he is. And he has mental illness. Where's your drink? Finish your drink up. Oh, you did. All right. Thank you so much. Come on, bro. You got to do it, or grandma's. You're going to go to jail. Come on. This is a better option. Come on. You didn't finish your burger? All right, eat it. I don't got no cigarette. If you guys seen my brother when he first got out, he didn't.
Y'all, here's the thing, you guys. Key for the pretty much primarily since she's been on YouTube, she's expressed her troubles with her brother and his battling. I believe he abuses drugs and he has mental illness. Don't quote me on the abusing drugs thing, but I know he battles with mental illness. And Key has definitely been very supportive to her brother with his struggles. I don't know you guys, but when I saw this, I got a very bad feeling. I just didn't think he needed to be sensationalized in this way. Key mentions in this live that she's doing this to help other people. And I don't know how this would help somebody um, other than letting people know that you're not alone, you know. Unfortunately, there are a lot of families in the world that had, deal with a family member that's dealing with mental illness. But I don't think he needs to be I don't think he needs to be filmed. She's obviously, I think she's trying to get him into some type of treatment or something to that effect, because I believe he hit his grandmother or hit his mother or something to that effect. So she's here to help him get in treatment.
He didn't look like this, y'all. He had so much weight on him. He looks so much better. I'm not on camera, y'all. I look a hot mess. Like I said, I'm in the process of moving right now. Finally, I have until the 13th to get out of my place. But I'm in a new place. I moved across town, and he showed up at my grandma's house, and he hit my grandma the day before yesterday. He hit my mom. He hit my mom the day of our father's memorial service, because you guys know that our father was killed tragically. He walked out onto the streets across the street, and 2 cars ran our father over. So we had a memorial service for him last week, and after the memorial, my brother didn't attend it, but the after festivities with our family, he did get belligerently drunk, and he struck my mom. So um, after him getting the news of my dad, he's been in a very bad manic episode, and he's not on any of his psyche medication, and he's under the influence. Eat your burger, Aaron. Eat your burger. Eat your burger, Aaron. Come on, have a seat right.
I just didn't think it was appropriate for her to film him in this matter. I just don't think it's appropriate. I understand self-awareness, but he's not even aware of what's going on with him. So I just didn't really feel like we needed to be watching him like a monkey in a cage. I just didn't feel that way.
Right here. Right here on the curb. That one's not lifted. And eat your burger. Don't waste it. You can't take it in there. I think it was like $25. We're in inflation. Come on, eat the burger, Aaron. Yeah, I'm doing the best that I can for him, honestly. Like, turn the brightness up. Come on, eat the burger. Or go sit down in the car and eat the burger. Yeah, there you go. I want him to eat something. You guys know, like, the food here is horrible. So, and he was really hungry. So, 25 for a burger. I mean, that's what it felt like. It wasn't $25 per se.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She mentioned just a few minutes ago she has to be out of her place by the 13th or next week or something. She said, I don't know. Sometimes I really feel like he uses this for the empathy and sympathy on the people so they could cash app her because they feel so sorry for her and her brother.
But it definitely was like
Hey, Divya.
13. So thank you guys. Thank you for all the prayers. I appreciate you guys. If you're coming from TikTok, make sure you guys subscribe. Sit down, Aaron, and eat your food. I gotta stay with him until he walks in those double doors because my grandma already made it clear that if he doesn't check himself in, not the psyche guy knowing you that's being brought in, he did the deuces to my brother like he knew him. I can't right now. You know that guy on the stretcher? He just was like, "What's up?" No, all right. Hashtag Aaron Strong.
Now, what if he would have had an episode in during this filming? Yeah, looks like she's at the hospital or something, but I feel like you should have been more concerned with him eating and getting him in the hospital than filming him. It should have been more concerned with getting him fed and getting him somewhere where he can, get the treatment that he needs, not putting him on a live stream.
He is a warrior. Hello, sis praying. Thank you guys. It's just a struggle, y'all. Aaron, eat the burger. I don't want you to go in there hungry. Eat something good. I know you love a Big Mac. He's giving me that stare. My brother doesn't scare me, y'all. I know he's hit my mom and he's hit my grandma, but
He's also busted her windows out in one of the apartments she was living in.
I'll knock him out. And he knows it. He knows I will knock him out. But I love him too much. And I just want the best for him. I want him to be sober. Y'all, I look a mess, but this is real love. I'm on the curb with him. This real love can't get any more real than this. I'm sitting on the curb with you. On the curb, looking like who did it and what happened. My love is so unconditional for you. I just want you to be better, bro. Yes, we live in California. We do. Come on. The mosquitoes are alive and direct. We're at the facility right now. I'm just waiting for him to finish eating. He's mad at me. That's why he's staring at me like that.
Hold on for a minute, Tiffany. I'll do that. Give me just a moment.
Right now, you guys. Um, Sis Queen 87, can you go on TikTok and comment and let them know we're live over here? So um It's a lot, y'all. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like it's not. My dad was just killed. We just has had his memorial service. I'm getting ready to go through a very difficult divorce. I just moved across town, so I'm starting all over right now. I'm
Oh, so you still married to Daddy Nisha? Huh. Well, sis, how difficult is a divorce? You and Daddy Nisha, I mean, y'all don't share any children together. Did you and Daddy Nisha have property together? I mean, what's so difficult about the divorce?
um grandma's okay, you guys. She's just really upset that her grandson would do that to her. If you guys can hit a like, I would be so grateful. Any money that comes from TikTok and YouTube, I'm monetized. It all goes to taking care of my brother. So
There you have it. Didn't I tell y'all this was a cash grab? Let me go back and let me play that for y'all one more time.
if you guys can hit a like, I would be so grateful. Any money that comes from TikTok and YouTube, I'm monetized. It all goes to taking care of my brother. So we appreciate it, and the likes help.
So your channel is to protect your brother or to help your brother. The proceeds that you receive from your channel is to help your brother. However, a couple years ago, what was it? Going into was it 2021? I think it was 2021. When she had the Cash App debacle with her wife, Daddy Nisha. Um, y'all remember she had to flee to a hotel and she got all this help for her kids for Christmas. That the proceeds from that didn't help your brother, that benefited you. But now all of a sudden the proceeds from your channel is to help your brother while you filming him in a very vulnerable moment.
Grandma's all right. She's just shooken up. She gave him an ultimatum. If he didn't check himself into the psych ward, then he had to. She was going to call the police on him. So he agreed to come to the psych ward instead. He's upset at me. That's why he's looking at me like that right now, because he doesn't want to be here. Eat your burger, Aaron. I wish your family the best and prayers to you, but some things shouldn't be videotaped. Um, this is what we do. Do you know how many people, African American men, and how many moms and dads and sisters? I have 159,000, me and my brother, followers on TikTok. And I would say 70 to 85% of them are suffering in silence with these situations because we are not.
Girl, stop it. You're sensationalizing your brother for clicks and views. It has nothing to do with awareness, sis. Because if it has something to do with awareness, then where are the programs that you are signed up for? Do you have you? I don't see any mention of a mental health awareness organization that you have tagged in this video. None of that.
Not normalizing that Black men are suffering. If you're new to us recording this, I'm sorry if this makes you feel uncomfortable, but this is my life too. I have to stop my life because I choose to, not because I'm required to or ordered to, but I do because I love my brother and I want the best for him. But I have built a community.
Then if you love your brother and you want the best for him, it appears that he's finished eating. Okay. So then what you do now is you encourage him to walk through those doors to get some help, not prolonging it so you can get more empathy and sympathy from the people. Because at this point, he needs help, not clicks and views. Click and views are not going to help his mental situation.
Community and a family for him on the internet. So if you can't understand that, I'm sorry, but this gives a lot of moms and sisters and dads and aunts and uncles and brothers. I have hundreds of thousands of messages on TikTok on I give them hope. I give them hope for their family member that's suffering with mental illness. I give them hope for their family that's addicted to drugs. So if you cannot understand that, if you cannot be
Really, Nisha.
empathetic towards that, then I'm sorry. It sounds like a you problem. But we will continue to record these tough moments. We record the happy moments. We record so many other moments. But this is the reality, and people are uncomfortable with this because in our society,
But my thing is, you're wasting time, Key, because at this very moment, he could jump up and run away. Are you going to chase him down the street? Probably not. So the time, this is valuable time. The 19 minutes you spent talking to the internet could have been 19 minutes of somebody putting some medicine in him, helping him get back to a stable mind, right? You procrastinated and wasting time. He needs to be inside the hospital, not sitting on the sidewalk listening to your hogwash.
we don't normalize that there's so many people suffering from mental illness, especially in the Black community. We do not. We do not normalize this. We do not make it like a safe place for our Black men to come forward and tell us they're suffering. So I'm sorry that my
So wait a minute, sis. Black men are the only men suffering from mental illness. I mean, Key, let's be honest, sis. You're half white, half black. So wouldn't you speak to both of your races, white and black? You're not just black, you're white and black. It's not just black men suffering, there's white men, Hispanic men, Asian men, there's all nationality of men suffering with mental illness, not just black men.
mine and my brother's reality you feel like is indecent. Well, unfortunately, um, I am 33 and he is 32, and this has been our life for a long time. But the older he gets, the worse it gets. So, yeah. And you totally have the option to click off. So, anywho, back to the scheduled regular program. He's still eating his burger. And this is for safety reasons too. Do I think that my brother would hit me? Absolutely not. My brother has some fear built up in him of me.
So you're filming your brother in front of the hospital for safety reasons when there's security inside the hospital for safety reasons. If you did not feel safe, why did you procrastinate and prolong his admission sitting on the sidewalk filming him while he eats?
And loves me and respects me, and also knows that I'm the only one that's going to come to his rescue. This makes it more real. You can tell a story, right? And you guys don't have to block whoever this is. You can tell a story, but actually, watching it and seeing, like, wow, it has a way, the effect is so much more deeper. And if my brother didn't want it to be recorded, he could snatch this phone out of my hand and stomp on it. He's not.
Girl, your brother is not studying you or the camera. He's staring off somewhere else. And for the longest, he was just staring at you. His thoughts probably is, why are you recording me? That man needs to be somewhere with a bath, a shower, clean shaven, and some medication in his system. Not spending 20 minutes on the sidewalk while you advocate to the internet for coin.
Forced to be recorded. He's yelling at the paramedic people right here, but in silence. So you don't have to agree with what I'm doing. A lot of people don't. And one day when I write a book about this and I make a documentary, I'll have these videos to put together and I'll speak around the world and I'll advocate for Black men that suffer from mental illness and drug addiction. And you don't have to agree with what it looks like, but this is our testimony. It's not just his, it's mine too, because I put my life on hold to make sure he's okay. So, and I'm not afraid of and how you might want me to display this. You're entitled to your opinion. but I'll continue doing it the way that I know is effective for just not us and my safety, but for people that are also suffering in silence with their family members. So, anywho, he's almost done with this burger. I have to stay here to make sure he walks through the doors. That's the agreement that I gave with my grandmother, the paramedic.
Look at him. He trying to hurry up and eat that food because he's sick of listening to her.
People are right here because they just transported somebody. And it's very, it's almost like a woman with no children trying to give advice to a woman with children, a single mother trying to survive in this economy and with her family. It's hard to give advice to somebody if your brother is not in the same exact circumstances.
Key, let me stop you, sis. People definitely can give you the advice that you shouldn't be filming your brother, regardless if they're dealing with a relative that's dealing with mental illness and drug addiction or not. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You don't have to necessarily have that experience to it's how people are feeling. It makes people feel uncomfortable, right? Because people don't like to see people like this. Although it's real and it's evident that it's going on in the world, not just with black men, but with other nationality of men. The fact remains is don't try to gaslight people for feeling the way they feel. At the end of the day, you know you're wrong. That's why you're coming up with this analogy. You know you were wrong for filming that man. The time you spent filming him, he could have been getting in a hospital, getting admitted, and quickly getting treated.
You wouldn't know, you wouldn't understand if you haven't followed my journey from the beginning, if you don't wake up with us every day, if you don't deal with the tears and the cries when I have to hold him. It just, I hear your opinion, you're entitled to it, but it's irrelevant to me. So anyways, yeah, he has a very important meeting on Monday with probation and the mental health clinic, and another team of people that are helping him with his mental illness, his drug addiction, housing, and his financial situation. He has to attend this meeting. He has to talk during this meeting so that he can receive the services. So him being checked in to the emergency 48-hour hold is very important so that he can be here and sober up and get ready for that meeting on Monday. Right. Like we started these streams when he first got out of jail. If you haven't been here, then you would understand. And that's okay, sis. We're here to educate people. We're here to make awareness. And you might not like how we document it, but that's okay. It's not your life. But I appreciate everybody.
I mean, quiet as kept, Key. It's really not your life either. You're assisting and helping with whichever way you can, but ultimately, Aaron has to suffer the consequences of all his actions. Technically, it's not your life either. It's his. It's his story.
Everybody that does support us and understands. So you can have, if you stay in here the whole weekend, when I pick you up on Monday, I will get you a pack of cigarettes.
So someone asked, where is he getting money for the narcotics? More than likely, he probably gets a Social Security check. I don't know who's the overseer of his check. Maybe Key is. I'm not really sure. Or maybe the trustee office in the city they live in could be the overseer of his check. But more than likely, he gets a Social Security check.
You have to be at mom's on Monday morning to meet with the probation officer, and I will get you a pack of cigarettes Monday morning. Okay? Let's go. I got to get back to.
I mean, that's cute. You promise him nicotine, which is addictive. Opposed. Anyway, y'all. Key. Since we're gonna talk to you much later. good luck to Aaron. I hope things work out for him. It was a time that I believe he did get himself together, and then he goes back and forth because he stopped taking his medication. So hopefully, the right people can get with Aaron and help him with sobriety and help him stay on his medication. Miss TOD said no privacy or dignity at the hands of his own damn sister. I feel bad for him because she's putting his troubling life on display for the whole world to see. Yeah, it's not the world's business what's going on with him, but the reality is, y'all, there are a lot of ignorant people in this world, and we definitely live amongst them. Okay. She's a part of the problem. She definitely is low. She definitely is a part of the problem, but Black and Bushy said this Bia can't even keep a roof over her kid's head, who actually believes that money is going to him. Nobody. Yeah, the money. But Kia has been saying that for the longest, that the proceeds of her channel goes to help Aaron. But yet she's the one who can't keep a steady roof, because she just moved, like, I don't know, last year sometime. She's always moving. But one thing I will say about Kei, she will keep a job. Okay. I believe she does work. I don't know. Yeah, I don't follow her like that. This is the first time I've seen her, maybe the second time I've seen her this year. I forgets about her. Then every now and then it'll dawn on me. Let me go check on Kei and see what she got going on. But y'all, she reminds me so much of Olivia. All right, y'all. So let's get into our next conversation. So now we're going to get into Tanae, okay, from the T and K family. So Tanae put up a video saying to keep the T and K family in your prayers, and that she has some good news. So a lot of you guys have been asking for an update on Tanae and the debacle of her getting her husband put out of his house, and where her and the kids are residing now. And she came on to update us that the TPO is in effect, because she got a TPO out on him. And she came to let us know that the TPO definitely is in effect for a year. So he can't have any type of communication with her or the kids for a year. So now Tanae is here to give us another update. So let's see what she got to say.
What it do, TK family? Welcome back to the Real TK Family channel, y'all. And I know y'all been missing me. I see all the notifications. I see all the DMs and everything, y'all. Even some people is still texting me nice things. Some people still texting rude things, but y'all, it's okay. I've been silent for a reason, because y'all, I'm just trying to handle everything, because like I said, it's just me handling everything all on my own, while still being a mother to my 4 children, on top of carrying my 5th baby. So y'all, just had to go silent after that last video, but I just wanted to clear up a few things. I am not quitting YouTube, y'all. That was just like a title, because I don't want the titles to keep being about, court and just basically my marriage, like my personal business. So that's the only reason why I had said what I said with the title. But of course, the video was just basically giving y'all an update of what happened that day in court. So y'all, I'm not quitting. I'm just, trying to handle business. I'm just silent a lot of times, because as I said, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, everybody may just feel like, oh, she good. She got his apartment and stuff like that. But y'all, honestly, me and my kids just not comfortable here. Like, because at the end of the day.
Okay, so the reason why Tanae is not comfortable in the apartment is because prior to her and Keontae getting into it, Tanae was not privileged on knowing that Keontae was actually behind on his rent. Okay. And in order for her to stay in the apartment, obviously the back rent would need to be caught up, and the current rent would need to be paid too. Obviously, y'all, Tanae doesn't have the money for that. Now, Tanae was dealing with an homeless advocacy program that actually when her and Keontae got into it and Keontae was forced to leave, he cut the lights and the internet off. Okay. And Tanae had to go move into a hotel for a couple of days. And the homeless program paid her old light bill to get the lights turned on in her name in that apartment. However, my assumption is the reason why she can't continue to reside in that apartment is because the apartment is not in her name. And so, therefore, the advocacy program more than likely is not going to pay the back rent because essentially it's not really helping her, it's helping him because the lease is in his name. So, once she realized that the back rent wasn't going to get paid, she then, obviously assumed that her plan is not going to work. So, she still has to find a place to live with her and her children.
I don't like being nowhere if it's not all mine. When I say all mine, like I like for my name to be head household. And all my kids are, of course, on the lease. That's how I am. Like I don't like roommating with nobody. I don't like living with nobody. I don't like, like I like everything to be all in my name. So
Tanae, if you like everything to be all in your name, although Keontae is your husband, but he acquired that apartment while you guys were separated, why did you think it was a good idea to move into the house with him or the apartment with him, considering y'all are legally still married, but been living a separate life? Why did you think that was a good idea?
For that reason, I do have some good news, and I've been trying to decide if I want to share it with you all because, as you know, when you put too much of your business out, you have people preying on your downfall. So, I took some time to just, simply think about if I wanted to share it with you all. Not saying, my true supporters, but I still have people who are haters, that's watching the channel. But I thought about it like at the end of the day, it don't matter who's watching, if God wants to do something for you and your kids and he feel like that's the best decision, then, it's going to happen regardless of anybody praying on your downfall or regardless of the negativity. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I did have 2 apartments that called me back. 2, y'all, not 1, but 2. So one of them is for here and one of them is for another state, which I will not disclose because at the end of the day, I don't want nobody to know what state we're moving to. So
you don't want nobody to know what state you're moving to, but yet everybody know what state you're currently in. Tanae acts like there's like a lynch mob after her or something. No, sis, there are people that come in your comments and check you on your behavior, being a mother of 4 kids and 1 on the way. Okay. There's no lynch mob looking for Tanae.
That being said, the one for out of state, of course, they had to send all the paperwork, through email. Then I had to go to the library to, of course, print it out and fill it out, and then I had to scan it back to them. So that one did let me know that as soon as the apartment become available, I can basically start flying in to, sign the lease and get the keys and stuff like that. So I am excited about that.
So Tanae is planning on moving out of the state. What state that is, I'm not sure. Obviously, she wants to leave that unknown. But more than likely, the apartment that she's applying for out of the state and the apartment that she applied for in the state, more than likely are apartments that go by her income. And she probably has a better chance of getting the one out of state than in state, because in the state of Georgia, in the city of Atlanta, she's already been put out of an apartment that went by her income because she fraudulently sublet her apartment to someone that she was not supposed to. When you're living in housing that goes by your income, you cannot sublet your apartment. Okay. The apartment was leased to you based off your financial situation, not the person you sublet it to. So she ended up losing that apartment because she sublet the apartment to the guy that she was dealing with at the time, Arnez, who could potentially be the father of her unborn child. She sublet the apartment to his homeboy and his homeboy's woman. and something happened. I think the people told on her and got her put out of her place. So that's the reason why Tanae is keeping things on the hush hush of where she's trying to move to, because she doesn't want anybody to sabotage, which that makes sense. She doesn't want anybody to sabotage her potentially getting a low income apartment in another state.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one more than the one that's here because, of course, like I said, I want to start completely over. And even if that means starting over in another state, that's just, what I want to do. It don't have to be long, but that's just, what I want to do. Like, I'm at a point where I just want to start all over with just literally me and my children. Like, that's just it. I want to be away from everybody, like everybody. And I know it's going to be harder because, of course, you ain't going to have nobody who's going to babysit the kids, who's going to do this and that. But in all
Let me respond to Our Family, Our Journey. Great point, sis. You said, I just don't understand her struggle. If she would just put up videos, she would be fine. She could make a decent living. I don't get it. She can work from anywhere but chooses to struggle. That's because Tanea doesn't want to work, regardless if it's just putting up a video. Tanea literally wants to sit around and live off government assistance. She's the epitome of lazy woman, okay? How, like you said, Our Family, Our Journey, how easy would it be for this woman has 100,000 subscribers. On this video alone, she got 10,000 views. If she put up 20 of those videos a month, she could probably make a couple $1,000s a month. And that definitely will help her take care of housing, transportation, food, or household supplies or anything else. But tonight, that's called work, y'all. And what you really got to understand when you listen to Tanea, she don't want to do that. She does not want to work. Okay. Tanea wants to get a couple twos and fews from wherever she can get it from. And that's how she wants to live, which is baffling to me because you're getting ready to be a mother of a total of 5 kids. And from men that it seems like don't help you, because the triplets dad, I don't know what's his situation. We already know Keontae already don't pay child support for the other 2 kids he has. So he's not going to be quick to pay child support for little KJ, and whoever the daddy is of this baby, that still remains to be seen. But that's the thing, you guys. Tanae doesn't want to work. She don't want to do it. She wants to live on government assistance and raise generations off of it, But here's the problem with that, y'all. Section 8, HUD, low income housing, they are trying to implement sanctions when it comes to people living on public assistance. They're trying to put rules in place where you can only be on the program for like 10 years, right? But the unfortunate thing about that is if you put that into play, it's going to put a lot of people who've been on Section 8 in public housing for 10 plus years. It's going to leave all those people homeless, right? Because let's be honest, y'all, the younger generation, her generation and younger can't really get low income housing now because people who's been on it for 20 plus years are still currently on it. And obviously there's limited amount of Section 8 vouchers. There's limited amount of low income housing. So if you got a mom that was on it and she passed it down to her daughter, then her daughter passed it down to her daughter, it doesn't leave for the new generation that's coming in that unfortunately can't afford to, pay for housing on their own because of their income. It leaves them at a deficit and they can't get into those programs because you got people that's been on it for 20 plus years, right? Tanae gonna be one of those people. She's gonna raise her kids on housing, and then her kids will probably raise their kids on housing because Tanae, in my opinion, won't break that generational curse. I don't understand why this girl won't either work her YouTube or work a regular job so she can be self-sufficient. I don't understand why she won't do that.
Honestly, y'all, I don't let my kids go with nobody but my mom anyway. Like, I'm not the type of parent, I don't know what, I just constantly just, need a break because my kids, they don't aggravate me, honestly. Like, they have their electronics, they have like their TV and, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like the color and stuff like that. So I can easily, if I need a break, they easily just go to their room and they don't even bother me. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's my issue doesn't be needing a break. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times us mothers, we need a break because basically we want to party, and sometimes, for mental reasons and stuff like that, which is cool, that's understandable. But baby, if I need all that, I literally just be like, y'all, go to your room, mommy just not feeling good right now, something like that or whatever. And I just be in my zone. I be chilling by myself. So I'm not concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to honestly handle my own
I
business
agree,
without
Miss
nobody.
Love.
I seen my mama do it, even though my mama didn't have the amount of children I had, but my mama then traveled state to state to state to state with just me before, of course, once we got here in like 2000, I want to say 10, 9, something. Whenever we got to Atlanta, that's when my little brother came along. My mom got pregnant with my little brother, basically. So, like I said, we done been from different parts of Virginia to Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and we was living in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then that's when my mama last stop was here. So if my mama can do it, I believe, I can do it too, even though I have more children, but more children ain't never stopped nothing for me. Cause I'm strong, I'm level headed. So I feel like I'll be fine. Um, so
I just don't understand why Tanea feels like to keep birthing children into the world when it's obviously you need the government to help house you is a smart thing. I don't understand why she didn't feel like, look, I'm struggling. I got 4 kids. I'm struggling, right? Let me get myself financially together for the sake of my 4 children. No, she decided to go get pregnant. She was pregnant in January, but she had a miscarriage. Then she turned around 3 months later and got pregnant again, right? So she decided, she thought it was a good idea to birth yet another baby into the world that she's going to be struggling to take care of. Because, yeah, obviously the government pay your rent, a percentage of your rent, right? Where you could possibly be paying $50, $100, or whatever of your rent. But how do you take vacations? How do you shop at your leisure? How do you save money, put money up so you can eventually get off a program like that? Like, I don't understand how that's never in people's foresight. I have a friend who's on Section 8 for years. And just here recently, I think maybe a year ago, she ended up losing her Section 8 because she was trying to port to another, I think she was trying to port to another county. And it was during the COVID when, those offices were closed to the public. And somehow she ended up, they only gave her a certain amount of time to find a place. I think it's like 90 days. And if you don't find a place, you can get an extension. But I think she surpassed the extension. So make a long story short, she ended up losing her whole Section 8. So now she's literally been living from pillar to post because she's not working a job that can financially, pay her bills, right? So she's been living here, living there, and she has children too. But that's what happens when you get on a system like that and you basically get used to being on that system and don't look at the bigger picture, like long term, like, and understand, yeah, the government's helped me pay my rent right now. So while the government has helped me pay my rent, let me go back to school. Let me get some further my education. Let me get some certificates under my belt. Let me get some things in place. So in the situation where the government either takes it from me or whatever happens, financially, I can still support my family because I have acquired a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or I got several different certificates under my belt where I can go get a job being a phlebotomist or a med tech or whatever. None of those things, like the whole time my friend was on the Section 8, she did none of those things. None of those things, right? So now she, still has children in a home and they're living place to place because the state that she lives in, the city that she lives in, the rent is astronomical and she can't afford it because she doesn't have a job that can afford the rent.
now the apartment that's here, the only issue is they saying they probably won't have an apartment available till about November or December versus the one in another state is saying she may have one available coming up this month. And she like, I explained my situation to her. So she's saying, if that one become available this month, instead of her giving it, to someone else. She will, give it to me after hearing, what.
But you got all this foolishness going on, Tanea. I believe Tanea is due like in December or something like that. You got all this foolishness going on, and girl, you can have that baby at any time, right? Just because your due date is one day, when God say that it's time for the baby to be delivered, the baby's gonna be delivered, right? So the fact that you got all this foolishness going on, you're gonna have to transfer the kids' school yet again. No stability. When she had apartment, Tanea had an apartment a couple months ago, but obviously she couldn't afford to live there, and she got put out of the apartment. And she caught herself at that moment moving out of the state, which I don't think she ever even left the state of Georgia. And that's how she ended up staying with Keontae, because she knew the kids were getting ready to start school. And wherever she caught herself moving to out of state, she stated she didn't feel comfortable living with other people when the kids can clearly live with their dad. And obviously that didn't last long, because her and Keontae got into it, and Keontae ended up getting put out the house. And unbeknownst to her, he was behind on the rent. I believe he was like 3 months behind on the rent.
What's going on and stuff like that. So I am excited about that. Like I said, even if things change, I'm going to whoever called me first and said apartment ready. I don't care which one it is. That's just, what I'm doing, because as I said, this apartment is not going through eviction yet, because I guess the county that we're currently in, they take a long time to do evictions and stuff like that. So regardless of him being so far behind, they still haven't did eviction yet. But before it even gets to that point, I want me and my kids already gone. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be waiting until they say, oh, it's eviction time, or, until the sheriff come here and put 30-day note. Like, I don't want to be here when all that happen, I want my kids to see it. I don't want to go through it. Baby, I got I want to say.
But in my opinion, that's kind of what Tanae get. You thought you was being slick and she was jealous of Keontae. And this is just my opinion. She was jealous of the fact that Keontae was working and he had his own place. And although she's his wife, she didn't have any of those things. She wasn't working. She didn't have consistent income coming in. She didn't have, she got put out of her place, and she was feeling some type of way. So when she, in my opinion, she found an opportunity to snake him out of his apartment. And unbeknownst to her, he was behind on the rent. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what happens when you try to be slick. You actually end up getting slicked in the process. So now her worry is still a worry, because see, Tanae thought she was good because she figured she got him out the apartment and she was going to get a program to help her pay her rent, because she was, to quote unquote, considered like in a DV situation, which there was no DV involved in her situation, but that's how she portrayed it to the courts. And she thought she was going to be able to get the homeless initiative program to assist her with paying her rent, at least up until she has the baby, right? And it didn't work out like that, because Tanea didn't realize, oh, my name not on the lease. They're not going to pay the rent for an apartment that's not on, my name is not on the lease. It didn't happen for her like that. Because to be quite honest with you, the apartments that she's currently living in Keontae's apartment, why you just don't get an apartment there? Get a 2-bedroom or whatever. Obviously something she can afford. But that's the thing. The fact that Tanea has a big following on YouTube, a bigger following on TikTok, she doesn't utilize any of those, literally sitting on a gold mine, but yet she'd rather get on the camera and tell people how tired she is and she has so much work to do as a mom, when she could film all that and make that a video. When you're getting the kids ready for school, you're dropping them off at school or running errands, all that is YouTube videos. I mean, hell, if Jasmine can make money doing absolutely nothing, surely she can. Tanae can.
2 more months before I have my baby. So, I want to be settled somewhere, happy, stable. My baby room prepared, for his arrival and stuff like that. So, y'all, I'm just, like I said, I'm just taking everything one day at a time. So that's why a lot of times I'm not really dropping videos, because like I said, it's hard to try to still drop videos and then still being a mother, because every day I still got to do homework for 4 children. Still got to feed them, bathe them, do hair.
And all that is a video, Tanae. How hard is it to film yourself helping the kids do homework? How hard is it to show prepping for bath time and bedtime? That's girl, that's probably the easiest video you could do. You just put the camera up and go along your day, and like most of these moms do. Tanea doesn't want to do stuff like that. Tanea, in my opinion, Tanea wants some rich guy to find her in the world of social media and rescue her and take care of her, or she'll just use the government as her baby daddy at this point.
Yeah, y'all, it's a lot. I still got to take care of myself and my health to make sure my baby is healthy. On top of now, this how you know when you're to the finish line with your baby, because now my appointments are back to back. Like my ultrasound is, I think, every 2 weeks now, and my regular doctor's appointment is every 2 weeks now. So, yeah,
that's content. This girl has been pregnant for almost 9 months and hasn't. I think she's done 1 or 2 videos of her going to the doctor, right? You could have simply did that, but see, that's the problem, y'all. Keontae was the brains of the operation when it came to this whole channel. He started it. He cultivated the channel. Tanae really didn't have a lot of say so. If you watch some of their older videos, most times in the videos, Keontae was narrating the whole video, and Tanae wouldn't even say anything. She would be in the car driving. Keontae doing all the talking. He's the one communicating with the kids, or if they're in the house doing videos, he was the one interacting with the children. He was the brains of the operations when it came to the videos. Tanae wasn't. And you know what? Social media is not for everybody, right? Maybe Tanae don't want to live her life on social media, and that's fine. But if you don't want to live your life on social media, then why are you on social media, right? But the fact that you got a channel that was started, you have a following of 100,000 people. You know, here's the thing, y'all. There are many ways to make money. One thing the pandemic did, it showed people multiple ways of making money, side hustles and things of that nature. Social media can be a side hustle and it can be a main hustle. Right? We've watched since the pandemic, we've literally watched people's channels go from 1 subscriber to 1 million or 1 subscriber to 100K. And you be with me personally, with Tanae being a mother of almost 5 children, it's baffles me how she won't take the opportunity of her YouTube channel. It's easy, sis. You really don't have to do much. I mean, you already have the subscribers. Now all you got to do is put up a video.
Basically, I'm going to the hospital 2 times a week now, basically. So that's a lot on me.
All right. So we're okay. Tanea just was talking about going to having to take an ultrasound and doctor visits a couple times a week now, because she's, you know, she's in the 3rd trimester of her pregnancy. But that's pretty much it. You said the queen bag fumbled next to SMC. Tanae had just got a lump sum when she moved to the extended stay. Nothing to show for it today. No, nothing. Now, she says she had bought furniture and stuff, but I think she ended up selling all that furniture that she bought with that lump sum money. She ended up selling the furniture, but now she doesn't have anything to show for it. Sure did, to the point those people didn't go back to regular jobs. Yeah, they didn't, Miss Love. A lot of the people didn't. How hard is it to do kindergarten work? Real girl. Tanae claims she's so busy, and me personally, half the time Tanae somewhere laying down. Okay, which yeah, she's pregnant, so I get it. But even before Tanae was pregnant, she always made like what she had going on was so much. When yeah, having multiple children is a lot of work, but it definitely isn't impossible. Okay, so what y'all think about what's going on today? What went on today with all the stuff that we covered? Shoot, she could make mad money doing homework with her kids. God knows she'll have a monopoly on that lane in this sector, because all these people have mad kids, no homework in sight. Child, I don't even think the kids do homework. I've never seen Jasmine help her kids. Hell, Olivia didn't even send her kids to school, let alone for them to get homework. Chrissy, she attempted to do when the kids were at home a few years ago during the pandemic. Chrissy attempted, I think she did 1 video of the kids being homeschooled, and we didn't see any more of those videos. There are women on this YouTube that grew channels to 100,000 plus simply by homeschooling their kids. Children imitate what they see in the home. His father yells, uses hand expression, and is aggressive towards his mother. This behavior is learned for this baby. Okay, JCJ, you're talking about the segment on Jasmine. So out of all these segments that we covered today, which one was most interesting to you guys? I'm going to be honest with you. I think the top one for me was the Kevin Gates with him spatting in his fan's mouth. And I think the second one that was in somewhat entertaining or engaging, I should say, is the clip with Key plus 3 and her brother dealing with the mental illness and how she handled that. The situation with Jasmine, I'm kind of like, yeah, we've seen Legend pop the shit out of her before, so I guess ain't nothing new. And the situation with Tanae, Tanae creates her own situation. She created all of this for herself. Being pregnant and having a baby on the way is you know, with already 4 kids living, there's no way in the world that Tanae should be in this current situation. Once she realized she was pregnant, Tanae should have acted very fast on getting some type of stability for herself and her children. Okay. Yes, make sure you catch the replay, Miss Sterling. All right, y'all, that's my time. I hope you guys enjoyed this live video reaction. Please make sure you leave your comments and your thoughts in the replay. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.